moving on to other news that I was staying away from, but obviously, we do a weekly show, so we got to get spun up on some shit. Stumbled across your boy. Now, ladies and gentlemen who are listening to this, the term "your boy" is interchangeable. It's one of those things where it's the context determines how it is. Now, when it comes to me, where I'm like, yo, it's your homie Mac, aka your boy. It's like, hey, it's your boy. Hey, he got me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Sometimes I use it. It's in a term jokingly. Like if I know you don't fuck with somebody, I'm gonna be like, hey, what's up with your boy? Be like, who you talk about? That's not my boy. This is that case here.
Yes.
When I talk to Black and I ask, hey, Black, your boy Ron DeSantis and them over there in Florida seems to have figured out how they can continue to teach public school students about Black history in America without bringing up the negative portions of slavery, and everybody wins. The article that I am reading states that, bro, I was wild when I saw this shit. I was like, is that's your thing? So the updated guidelines include a requirement that students learn how slaves developed skills, which in some instances could be applied for their personal benefit. Florida's education commissioner has denied that the lessons will shy away from the tougher subjects.
Oh my God.
The law is one facet of a broader assault on Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, a 2024 Republican presidential candidate, calls the woke indoctrination of the U.S. educational system. What I mean, not now we're gonna have to like strap in and be real for a second.
Yeah.
Sprinkle some comedic shit on the fact that adult men are in such denial, or they're just pandering so hard to their constituents that they are trying to just, in a sense, rewrite American history or like sanitize it. You know what I'm saying? What are your thoughts on this, man?
I hate that term woke in the sense that it's implied here.
Yes.
Because you get to a point where it's truth, it's history, it's what made America. Like, America wasn't made with fucking bald eagles, people. I hope everyone knows this shit.
They just drop down people.
Right.
This is the best nation ever.
America. Yeah, bald eagle. No. Bro, the shit is ugly. It's violent. It's brutal. As much as we hate to admit it, that's America's history.
Yeah.
One of the worst American historical events ever, racially, happened in Florida. Rosewood.
Mm-hmm.
For everybody stationed at Eglin, it was right down the road. Like, that's one of the worst American events ever. Right? So don't run away from it. And I hate that they don't want to teach it, because we got to a point to where it was okay to be taught, and it was okay to be accepted. And then somebody came along with the dumbass idea of calling it critical thinking. No, it's just telling the fucking truth.
That's what is it? Critical race theory or some shit like that?
Yeah, critical race theory. Something like that. Like, no, it's the truth. It's what America is. Right? So tell the truth.
My thing is this. Like, first you got to figure out, when is it appropriate to teach students about slavery? when it comes to American history. The fact that I had to take a higher learning, like a college level course,
right,
for U.S. history,
right,
to slavery is one thing. When you talk about how we screwed over Native Americans and stole the land from them, and then turn around and be like, we can't teach people that America was built on stolen land. Like, why the fuck not? When that is the actual,
it is the actual
truth. Like, we came here, was dying off rip. Native Americans was like, hey, European people, bro, y'all doing this wrong. Let me show you how to grow let me show you how to cultivate the earth. Let us show you how to prosper out this bitch, right? And then slowly but surely, you're just like, yo, we're gonna stay over here. The rest of the land is yours. We just want these little 13 colonies here. We're gonna stay on our coast. Hey, if y'all can just move back a little bit, we cool. We're only gonna go this far, and then that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then now all of a sudden, the Trail of Tears happens, where after we were cool with the Cherokee, low-key indoctrinated them with European lifestyle. They actually was owning slaves and shit. They thought they was on par with the white man. Be like, yo, we're taking your land. Y'all go ahead and walk this Trail of Tears over to Oklahoma somewhere, and to make sure y'all keep walking, we're gonna escort you with our army and make sure y'all get you. Like, that's the shit that really happened.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that until moving out. Like, I was not taught that in public education. That is something you have to seek yourself.
Yeah.
Or
you really have to seek shit out. Yeah.
That is the problem I have.
Even now, the reservation system it's terrible. Now they don't have
nobody giving a fuck about them.
Yeah,
the
no
US
one cares.
Not caring.
Like, to the point, a couple weeks ago, the Supreme Court passed a fucking legislative, they overruled a hearing, an outcome to where Native Americans still can't get functioning water on reservations. Think about this, people. From the 1800s to 2023, they haven't had a functioning water system on any reservation. And they overruled them because the laws back then are still applicable today in 2023. It's terrible.
And the fact that the government is trying to make it cool. Well, that's their own sovereign land. Like, we can't do anything because in Arizona there's a few reservations out there. And they get very little, if any, government assistance. And I don't know if it's because they're their own sovereign thing. We can't mess with them. But let some oil or some shit be over there. I bet I know it's your sovereign land, but we still gonna have this pipeline run through your shit.
There's
fucking up your whole thing.
Yeah, there's
know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where there's a way to teach the truth about American history. Like, does it have to be doom and gloom for elementary kids? No. But can you start getting a little bit more real when you get into 8th grade, maybe leading into high school? Yeah, but like, there's no reason that junior, senior year in high school you're not getting the truth. There's movies out there just depicting that period of time in America anyway.
Yep.
Why are you trying to hide it? Like, Florida's biggest thing is they thought we was going to kick in the door on second graders and be like, white people was whipping black people. Like that, we know that's not the time to teach kids nothing like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they're just like, well, we don't want this, it's indoctrination. Like, it's not indoctrination if it's the truth. I had to look it up. Public schools in Germany teach kids about the Holocaust, teach kids about Hitler, teach kids about the Third Reich, teach kids about all that shit. You know why they do that? So it don't happen again. Because if you don't teach history, you're about to repeat that bitch.
Yeah.
Bro.
Fact.
And
That's
I'm
a
just like,
fact.
if Germany can do that, because like people look at Hitler, they be like, this is the evilest of evil.
Yeah.
And they're teaching their kids.
Therein lies the problem.
What's that?
Therein lies the problem. You don't want people to know how evil you are.
Well, here's my thing, right? So the constituents that they're after are the same people that are just like, stop changing the names of these bases from Confederate generals. Stop taking these things down. Don't take away the rebel flag. This is all part of history. I'm just like, so do y'all want history or do y'all not want history?
Right. Right.
Do y'all want history? Do you want us to teach history? Or do y'all just want us to leave the pieces up so y'all can fucking make some shit up together and teach it to you? Like, I don't understand how you literally like once you join the military or any kind of like armed force, you're just, the Confederate states were a traitor. They were a traitor. They were trying to secede from the nation by force. They were traitors.
Right.
The way we treat traitors now, like old buddy that from the Pentagon, that A1C that sent all them secrets out. Boy, they out for blood. They like that dude. That dude's got to go. So can we build a statue of him after, or what?
According to them, yeah. But you have to teach everybody that he was trying. He was
doing what he felt was right.
Exactly.
Just like the Confederate Army was doing. We feel we have the right to keep.
America prospered in the end.
Yeah.
It wasn't that bad for America.
It was one of those things where I'm looking at them like, y'all really out here? Like, I remember when he was in that the debate with I forget his name. His last name is Gist, the Guba, whatever you call it when the governors be running, gubernatorial, whatever. Yeah. It's a weird name.
Yeah.
And
you got it.
Fucking the dude was just like, Ron, you out here trying to tell people that we can't teach kids that America was built on stolen land. It was stolen. We took it. Ron was just like, we didn't. I was like, you literally, are you literally, like, I'm watching the clip on YouTube and I'm just like, bro, this is a situation in where like teenagers, they get caught, or kids get caught in some shit and they just lie because it's just, they know that they're lying. They have to lie so hard to the point they believe the lie.
Yeah.
Ron, you should know. You got a whole degree. And I know U.S. history is requirement in that process, man. Like some kind of history is, American history is, I know you had to learn about this shit, bro. They didn't give it to us.
No. No.
That's the part that wows me out, man. People are just willing to just pervert and just contort their thoughts.
Who are you lying for? That's the thing I want to know. Like, who are you lying for? Like, who does this help?
Him, because it pleases his constituents and his voting base for his presidential campaign.
There's a ton that's wrong with that, but
100% politics as a whole.
Yeah, there's a lot.
Like politicians, I was talking about this with somebody at work. These politicians ain't even thinking about public servitude. They're thinking about their futures in this career, which isn't supposed to be a career.
No.
And you could tell because like they'll go into the Capitol, they'll convene or do something, and then they come out, Fox News, CNN, they cameras in their face doing interviews right out of there. Like, bro, what did you? We don't need to hear this from you.
No.
Like, what are we talking to you about? You coming out of there getting an interview like you a post-game interview, like you put up a fucking 40-point triple-double after a game.
Sure did.
Like, I mean, it's just like, fucking Lisa Salters on the sideline after a game. Hey, so in that third quarter, hey, So when you voted no to turn down that bill, what did you think? Well, the blah blah blah, the Democrats blah blah blah, or you turn to fucking CNN. Well, Republicans need to realize that blah blah blah. Like, y'all ain't doing nothing but trying to bolster your shit for your future endeavors.
Yeah.
Y'all ain't even out here really thinking about the people. You're just like, who's voting for me? You got a fucking whole team that's breaking down analytics for you, and you're just like, how do I get them to vote for me? You got to say shit like this because 80% of the people in this place think this way. Okay, cool. You ain't answering truthfully. And that's the part I hate. And I hate that when I go to the gym, 2 TVs are always on fucking CNN and Fox News. I'm just like, if there's one way to ensure people get their exercise in and not be staring at the TV, is putting these fucking channels on. Putting these channels, ain't nobody looking at the TV.
Fact.
At the fuck off.